Welcome to 12th Year Health. I'm Dr. Derek De Silva. We addressed the topic of stuttering in a recent health segment. Today, we're taking a look at the same subject from a very different perspective. Joining us today is Robynne Kratchman. She's a speech-language pathologist and the director of speech at Speech and Hearing Associates. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
So, what is stuttering?
So stuttering is an impairment in the fluency of a person's speech. So you might see prolongations, hesitations, where they start to speak and then they have to stop, where they may repeat things like sounds or syllables or words or phrases.
So it's a combination of things that, I mean, do a lot of people stutter?
Actually, 1% of the adult population stutters. About 5% of children will start to stutter, usually between the ages of 2.5 and 4. And then of those children, about 75% will just resolve on their own within 2 years. However, we don't always know which are the 25% that won't resolve on their own. So those are the kids that we really want to get to early on, because if we start working with them early on, there's a good chance that we can help them to resolve it.
Do we know why males are more prone than females?
That's a great question. We don't know. There's a lot of theories out there, but we don't. Turns out that both males and females start stuttering pretty much 50-50 in the early years. But of those who start to stutter, the ones who persist are more males than females, but about 4 to 1.
Why, and I have to ask this question, we did a segment on stuttering, like as I mentioned in the beginning a while ago. A lot of controversy. I mean, it's one of the first times I really got mail that said, my God, you know, this is crazy, this is heresy, stuttering can't be cured. Can it be cured?
It can't, unfortunately. The research shows, and with our experience as speech pathologists, what we know is that if we start working with children who are young, the preschoolers, that there are treatment approaches that involve the whole family, that typically we can get the stuttering resolved. And it basically, I don't like to use the word cure, but it's gone. However, if a child persists in stuttering through school age and into adulthood, there is no cure. But therapy can help to make them more effective communicators and improve their quality of life.
So what is the treatment?
Well, there's different kinds of treatment, and it would depend on the age that you start working with them. So for a child, there are programs where we instruct the parents in how to do basically positive reinforcement. It's a contingent reward focus. So when the child is fluent, the parent praises them. When the child is not fluent, the parent shows a model or of how to speak more smoothly.
Right. And you told me that you have 9 offices in New Jersey?
We do. We have 9 offices throughout northern New Jersey with speech-language pathologists as well as audiologists. So we can do hearing as well as speech therapy.
And what about a website? Can you give us a website
yes,
for people?
speechandhearingassoc.com.
Speechandhearingassoc.com, and we have some other links that we have up here also.
Yes,
Robynne, thank you so much.
These organizations have great resources.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Hopefully my hate mail will stop at this point.
I hope so, and I'd be glad to answer any other questions.
Very good. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And folks, once again, I thank you very much for joining us. And here's a look at this week's Community Health Calendar.